Hey guys, so in this video I'm talking to a client that has a software product targeted at dentists and is selling the software product through a webinar in an evergreen fashion. And typically when I work with a software client or a client that has an offer that has some sort of recurring built in, typically I would recommend structuring it in such a way that you have a higher ticket lump sum on the front end so that you can break even or be profitable on your customer acquisition, and then roll into your monthly recurring 1 month, 3 months, 6 months after the fact, whatever that may look like. But in this call, we're talking about the fact that this client has a solution that is targeted perfectly at the pain point that most dentists are experiencing right now in this current environment. And given that the goals of this client are to increase subscriber numbers above and beyond, like that's far and away their number one goal. They don't care about the lump sum on the front end. They just want to be break even or better on the front end. But really their objective is to increase subscribers into their software product. They're looking at potentially investment or exit opportunities. Given that, my advice in this scenario is actually a little bit different, just given the economic environment, given the fact that they were able to reduce their CPLs, their registration rates on the webinar by like 15x. Given that, my advice is a little bit different. Give it a listen. Hope you get a lot of value out of it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And so on those calls, was the main financial objection, was it that upfront onboarding fee?
Yeah, it was the upfront. Well, yeah, so today, so number two, I'm not going to sell this through calls if we do this, right? Then I'm going to focus all my attention on just driving as much traffic to this webinar as possible. And it has a webinar tomorrow, so what I'm thinking is I want to have them test this tomorrow, right? So we got 400 registrants. I think we'll have a few more come in today. Test pitching and doing the stack and then just literally dropping the upfront completely, saying this is only on this webinar. You can start the 6-month commitment, $400 a month.
Yep. So it's just $400 to get started today.
Yep, and that's what I did. I just did that on my last call just to test it and see if there were still the same objections, right? Just to kind of see, like, are they just not wanting to do anything?
Yeah.
Close easily, right? They're like, oh, holy shit, yeah, okay, we should do that. So, yeah, that's fine. Like, and they signed up. So I think it's the upfront cost, and then just looking at, I got to pay my employees for the next 8 to 12 weeks without any revenue.
Yeah, dude, I think that's the move. Like, I was talking to someone the other day, and basically instead of implementing a fast action discount or an action takers discount, they were calling it the COVID-19 discount, just to help people out who were kind of stuck at home, and they said that made a massive difference. So I think that, yeah, if you position this as, hey, Dennis, we know that this is a tough time, and so we're going to waive the onboarding fee as like just our opportunity to kind of do our part and to make this a no-brain decision, but you need to take advantage of this right now. And as long as you like make sure, the little I know about it, sounds like he might be a little bit opposed to kind of the typical value stack, but just make sure that he really builds up the fact that no, legitimately almost everyone else has paid this upfront fee and we're waiving that for you, so take advantage of that now. I think that would crush.
Cool. Yeah, okay, good. I wanted to make sure I'm not like doing something stupid, you know what I mean? Because I know I can sell some at this higher price. I'm not like worried, oh, we're going to have no sales. Like, I do feel confident we can if we link to a call, have the call. We could probably still close 25%, I think. But I'm just like, that's not, yeah, we need the revenue, but that's not really what I'm optimizing for long term. And if I could go at hundreds of people in months rather than a year, it's like, this is not a normal thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's very different.
For sure. Indeed, like, if it, I don't think it'll flop, but even if it completely flops on the webinar, you can always just send a few follow-up emails and push people to calls.
Totally. Yeah, you're totally right. Well, and I'm like, if things change, we have the perfect reason to change it, like to change our price, which you can always change no matter what. We got to do what we want. But also, it's like, people aren't going to blame you for going back to the upfront after this crisis ends if we need to. But we might look at this, like, to me, I'm like, just give us a chance to test a new way to acquire customers where it's like, yeah, man, if we can just go add people straight up and then start to see, like, how long are we keeping them on? Like, what's our churn look like this way, right? And let's say it all makes sense. Then we could easily just say, well, we don't need the upfront then. It doesn't matter, right? Because we can make revenue on events, on, like, other marketing for these offices, on social, like, if we need additional revenue because we aren't taking on funding, or we can just go take on funding if we want to, you know?
Yep, 100%.
Okay, cool. So I'm not crazy. I appreciate it. This was my, like, hey, dude, let me make sure I'm not doing something dumb because, yeah, the revenue we made, we had $6,000 come in on that webinar and a $1,000 spend. That's good.
That's a good ROI. You can scale that.
Yeah, it's not bad. So I'm like, wait, am I doing something dumb here? Because we didn't even do a stack. So I'm like, I know we could go pitch with a stack for the 3K offer and probably still close a few people, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm like, dude, I feel like I'm 10%. I think is like a very conservative number on that. If we remove the upfront, I think we could close 30 to 40% of the people on there because they're like, we need this shit.
Yeah,
right
I mean, given how perfectly your offer matches the current environment, and given that it's live, yeah, I think 10% is pretty conservative.
Yeah, and like 10%, I think we probably could have done at the 3K offer, maybe 5%. Because it's like, you know, like 2 out of 150 bought with no pitch, but like 30, we had like 30 people schedule calls, you know. So
yeah, I mean, if subscribers is really the thing that you care about, which I know that it is, then any excuse you have to get rid of that 3K upfront, you should do. I think that'll be a good thing.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Hey, thank you so much, dude. I'm going to jump and call this next guy, but I just wanted to get your thoughts, and that is super helpful to hear from you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, brother. Hope you're doing well. Take care.
All right. Thanks. See you, man.
See ya.